Hi, welcome to Newfoundland. That's Tapper's Cove Torbay there in the background, if you can see it. It's starting to get a little bit dark. I wanted to make this testimonial about some great software that I've encountered over the last couple of years. It's called Daminion, and it's a digital asset management piece of software. You use it for cataloging, finding, retrieving, and in general managing digital files associated mostly with images, although it can, I understand, also handle other types of files. My own personal use has been pretty much exclusively with images. Anyhow, back in the summer of 2011, I guess it was, I wanted to start cataloging all of my digital image files. I had about 1 million of them, and some of them were from scans of old photographs, but most of them were from digital cameras. And I found that it was an unmanageable task almost. Anyhow, I went through all of the digital asset management software that I could find available at the time until I finally stumbled across this Daminion software. And it turned out to be fantastic. Far better, in my opinion at least, than any of the other digital asset management software that I had tried. What Daminion, I guess, is the way the Daminion is special is that it is focused specifically on managing and using the metadata associated with these digital image files. A lot of the digital asset management software I found was actually digital processing software with some sort of digital asset management feature or features thrown in. The exact reverse is true of Daminion software. Their focus is clearly on using and managing the metadata associated with these image files. They do provide ways to manipulate the files, but that's through links to outside programs like Photoshop or other things. This gives a very powerful flexibility to Daminion. The program has a wide variety of ways you can manipulate, record, and change the metadata, do searches, and so on. What I found is, for example, the use of categories is fantastic. You can have a category such as sports and then make a hierarchical category list under that. So you could have sports, auto, and under auto you might have, for example, drag racing, dirt track, asphalt track, and so on. Same thing with other types of sports. You could have football or swimming, and you could have NFL football, or you could have college football, and so on. Very flexible the categories are. Keywords, you can have as many keywords as you want, and as you begin to use this software, you understand how keywords and categories work together. This isn't a tutorial, so I won't attempt to explain how that's done now, but I just want to point out that there's a tremendous flexibility and breadth of functionality available because of the way the program is designed to focus on using metadata. There's also the ability to locate the photo by geographical area, such as province or state, by town, city. You can locate it by GPS coordinates if those are included in the original image. You can do people by name. You can do events if there's, say, a day in which you did a big event, perhaps an auto race, for example, at Daytona, and you want to have that. You can have that an event, Daytona 2013, February, and that can be at a big event with 1,000 pictures under that if you want. I guess I don't really know what more to say because I only have a limited amount of time. So I think maybe what I'll do is just stop there, and I hope it's come across to you how great I think this software is. I know I'm committed to it. I've been a beta tester under the public beta that Daminion has run now for the last couple of years, I guess. And we'll certainly be continuing to use the commercial release once that's issued. I suspect which that will be soon, by the way. This is August, the first part of August 2013 as I'm making this, and I suspect the product will go into commercial release pretty soon. I suggest you try it. You have nothing to lose by giving it a try, and I think you'll find it a fantastic piece of software. Incidentally, I forgot to mention that there are 3 types of Daminion software available. There's one for like a small home user. There's 2 versions for pros or prosumers. Those pro and prosumer versions are both server-based, so they're very powerful. They can easily handle my 1 million images, for example. The difference between those two versions is that one is for an individual photographer, such as myself, while the other version is for a team of photographers or a small work group of photographers. That version allows individual photographers to check out the image without having somebody overwrite it at the time that they're using it. So anyhow, there's a variety of versions you could get. Give it a try. I know I've loved it. Going to say goodbye now, and hope you've enjoyed this testimonial. So long from Newfoundland.